Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Precious, your favorite mathematics tutor. I was thinking, like I always do, how can I add value to my community? And I remembered that I'm really good at math, or should I say fairly good at math. And I love math. I mean, math is fun, who wouldn't? So I decided to become your favorite online math tutor. So yes, the search is over. No need to keep looking for a math learning center or tutoring near you. So please, kindly stay through this video. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe. I can assure you that you're going to enjoy what you see next. Like, share so that this video can get to other people and help me become your favorite online math solver. Today, still under the topic of algebra, we will be spotlighting simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. Equation. Yes, today we'll be solving two questions to have a proper understanding of this topic. So the first question we'll be solving is 0.4x, x minus 5y equal 27. And the second equation is 2x, 2x plus 0.2y equals 9. So both equations sorry about that. Simultaneously. Yeah, this is an S. Supposed to be an S. Yes. So solve these two equations simultaneously. Now, I need to also mention that mathematics there's no one way, one size fits all to math. Math is, and that is why it's fun because you can explore various routes. I can decide to solve this equation first and or solve any one. So solution, let's go to solution. So 0.4 x minus 5y equal to 27. Yeah, and that's equation 1. And 2x plus 0.2y equal to 9. Equation 2. Let's name it equation 2. So I can go through any route like I mentioned earlier. I can decide to solve equation 2 first and just maybe bring out 2 and bring out one of the constants or variables rather, and then use it to solve. I can solve equation 1 first, but let me solve equation 2 first. So what I would want to do here, is to make, remember the last time we did change of subject of formula, right? Make x subject of formula in equation 2. So how do we go about that? Remember, we like to isolate the variable we're trying to make subject of formula to make it stand alone. So we have 2x is equal to 9. When this goes over the equality sign, it becomes minus 0.2y, right? Remember, we're trying to isolate x, so we're going to have divide through by 2. So we're going to have 2 cancel equal 9 over 2 minus 0.2y over 2. Yes. So here we have the value of x as 9 over 2 minus 0.2y over 2. Or we can try to write it together this way. 9 minus 0.2y, right? Depends on what works for. Depends on what works for you. right? Yeah, depends on what works for you. So now we have this in this way. The next thing we are to do is to substitute the value of, excuse me, substitute the value of x into either of the equations, either one or two. And when you've done that, you can, it's easier to solve further, right? Okay, so what we do here, let me see, I want to substitute the value of x. I can decide to name this equation 3, right? So let's substitute equation 3 into 1. Sorry, guys. Which means that everywhere we see x in equation 1, we replace it with the value of equation 3. Substitute into 1. Yeah. So we have 0.4. Instead of writing x, we're going to put the value of equation 3, which is 9 minus 0.2 y all over 2 minus 5y equal to 27. Yes. Like I said earlier, there's no one size fits all to this math thing. I can decide to, sorry, I can decide to solve this as a decimal, or I can decide to convert it into a fraction and solve it. And if I'm converting this into a fraction, 0.4 is also can be written in fraction form as 2 over 5, right? Into 9 into 9 minus 0.2y over 2 minus 5y equal to 27, right? So I can decide to open this bracket, right? And we know that since 2 is multiplying through this equation here, we can cancel out. So we can say these 2 cancels these 2, it works, right? So we will now be left with 9, 1 over 5, 9 minus 0.2y minus 5y equal to 27. I hope you're following. So we can decide to divide through this equation again by 5. So we're going to have 9 minus 0.2y over 5 minus 5y equal to 27. So the idea here, we were able to isolate x the first time and form this into an equation. So we're trying to do the same thing for y. So isolate y, right? To do is to have the y's on this side, all the y coefficients, y equations, y variables on this side. So we have 0, we have minus 0.2 y over 5 minus 5y is equal to 27 minus 9 over 5, right? So we can do minus 0.2y over 5 minus 5y. And here, to find this, we just basically multiplying by 27. So people, you're meant to find the LCM, right? And I'm going to have to find LCM. So okay, so we want to actually clear out this. I don't want to do the LCM method. Yeah. I don't want to have to, I'm sorry about that. I don't want to have to do the LCM method. So what I can do is to multiply this equation, multiply through this equation by 5. I hope you get it. Like I said, there's no one size fits all to math. Math can be solved in various ways, right? So if I multiply through this equation by 5, I will clear this fraction, and then I can work with the whole numbers that I have, right? If I don't want to do the LCM method, which I do not want to. So, yeah, if we multiply through by 5, and 7 times 5 is 137. 136. Sorry, 135. Apologies, 135. Minus, when you multiply through, the 5 is going to cancel this, so we have minus 9. I hope this is clear. And we can do the same thing on this side, right? So I don't want to have to do the LCM method here, so I could just multiply through this by 5 or minus 5, depending on what I want to do. So I'll just do by multiplying it, multiply through by 5 to cancel this out. So we're going to have minus, if I multiply through by 5, I'm going to have, like multiply through this by 5, I'm going to have 0.2y, and sorry, the denominator is gone, right? Because I multiplied through by 5. And then we have minus 5 times 5 is going to be 25, 25y. So now we have that we can work with. So minus 0.2y minus 25y is going to be minus 25.2y equal to 135 minus 9, that's 126. 126. So now for us to be able to find y, we have to divide both sides by the coefficient of y, and the coefficient of y in this equation is minus 25.2. So y is going to be equal to 126 over minus 25.2, right? And that will give us minus 5. Minus 5. So here we have found the value for y. Remember, when we solved, we had the value for x, but the value for x was an equation. That still had unknowns in it. So what we can do now is to find, since we have the value for y, we can substitute that into equation 3. Remember, equation 3, and find the value for y, for x, rather, for x. So remember, our equation 3 is, let me write it somewhere so we don't forget. 9 minus 0.2y, x is equal to 9 minus 0.2y over 2. Yes, so our equation 3, x equals, sorry about this. Yeah, if you write the x equal 9 minus 0.2y over 2, all over 2. So now we have a value for x, for y, which is, we have a value for y, which is minus 5. We can substitute the value for y into equation 3, right? So when we do that, we're going to have x is equal to 9 minus 0.2. Since we have y, we're going to put minus 5, right, over 2. So we can have, opening the brackets, we're going to have 9 minus 0.2 times, minus 0.2 times minus 5. Remember, don't forget the minus, if not, your answer is going to be wrong. Minus 0.2 times minus 5 plus 1 over 2. So we're going to have 10 over 2, which is x, which means x is equal to 5. So that means x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 5. Okay, so our next question is, this one has 3 equations already. So number 2, we have 2x plus y equal to z. X plus 4y equal to 3z. Lastly, x minus 3y equal 16. How do we solve this one? Like I mentioned earlier, there's no one size fits all to these things, honestly. So I can decide to start with equation 3 this time. So let's name my equations. This is equation 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So what do we do here? We make z solve the formula in equation 1, and how do we do that? It's already solved the formula actually. So let's just rewrite it as z is equal to 2x plus y. That's equation 1, right? Sorry about this. Yeah, so we are going to substitute equation 1 into equation 2, right? Substitute 1 into 2. And for you to do that, we would, anywhere you see z, replace with equation 1. So we have x plus 4y equals 2x plus y, right? So x plus 4y equals 6x plus 3y. Yeah, 6x plus 3y. So now let's get all our, let's say, unknowns to one side. That's the way to put it. So let's put x on one side and put y on one side. So if you know what we're working with, right? And let's actually just make x a sort of formula here. So we move x to this side and move 3y to this side. So I'm going to have or let's make y sort of formula anyway. It's going to be just what it's going to be. I can either use x or y sort of formula, but I think we should use y actually. So 4y minus 3y, because it doesn't go on the side, equals to 6x minus x. 4y minus 3y is y. 6x minus x is 5x. Now we have value of y, right? So I'm going to substitute this value into equation 3. Substitute y into 3. It's easiest to substitute y into because there's no z, so we're reducing the number of unknowns that we have, right? So wherever you see y, equation 3, replace with value of y. So we have x minus 3, 5x is equal to 16. So we have x minus 15x is equal to 16. X minus 15x is minus 14x equals 16. So to get the value of x, we're going to have to divide both sides by minus 14. So we're going to have minus 14 minus 14. So we have x. Let's cancel out this. All right, so we're going to have x equals to 6 minus 16 over 14, which can also be written as 8 minus 8 over 7. Right. Now we have the value of x. We can easily find what y is. Why we don't have the value of y. It still has a variable, right? So we need to change that. The only way to do that now is to now substitute the value of x in this y. So we're going to have y is equal to 5, open brackets, minus 8 over 7, right? So calculating this, we have y is equal to 5 minus 8. Sorry, 5 times minus 8 is minus 40 over 7. Should I sum up this side? I'm thinking, sorry for my crooked line. Sorry, I'm trying to manage my space. Yes, so let's see whether we can complete. I don't want to drop off this side, so it's easier for you to understand. So now we're trying to substitute equation. Now we have value of x and y. We're trying to substitute into equation 1. So we have 2 into bracket minus 8 over 7 plus bracket minus 40 over 7 is equal to z, right? So opening up this bracket, we have minus 16 over 7 minus 40 over 7 equal to z, right? So you following? Sorry that I seem very excited for this. I'm actually enjoying it, so that's fine. Okay, so to find the LCM, we just 7 minus 16 minus 40 is equal to z. Minus 16 minus 40 is minus 56 over 7 equal to z. And 56. So minus 56 over 7 is minus 8 equal to z. So we have all our variables now, right? We have x, z as minus 8. We have x as 8 or minus 8 over 7, and we have y as minus 40 over 7. I hope that was pretty understandable. If you have watched to this point, you're a real OG. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like this video if you found this helpful. Please share, comment so that it can get to other people and they can find these videos as well. Thank you guys for watching. Keep liking, keep subscribing, turn on your post notifications, keep commenting, keep sharing, and help me become your fave online maths tutor. Bye for now. See you on the next one.